Boyzlife. Keith Duffy from Boyzone and Brian McFadden from Westlife are releasing their new single today, and it's to help with the current crisis. They are donating the profits to Age UK.
Give me strength to stand alone again, to face the world out on my own again. You held me high above the planet new, so high that I could almost see eternity. You needed me. You needed me.
Beautiful song. Keith and Brian join me now. It's lovely to see you both. Great to see you.
Hi.
Hi, hello.
Hello.
So, Keith, this was coming out anyway, this single, but you've decided to help, I guess, one of the most vulnerable groups right now.
Yes, absolutely. I mean, in these crazy times, it's very difficult to, it's very difficult to know what to do, how to help the people that are most isolated and most vulnerable. And when you listen to the song You Needed Me, the lyrics lend themselves so well to helping everybody else, to reaching out, to making a difference. And Age UK in the UK, they do a marvellous job all year round, but especially in crisis time like at the moment, it's, they're helping the most isolated, vulnerable, elderly people in our society and all our communities. So, I mean, it's not just about the funding that this song will give to Age UK, but it's also the awareness that it will put out there to allow people to understand and to know that they're not alone, that there is an organisation in place that have services available to them where they can call just for a chat to keep them company when they're feeling lonely and isolated. There's people that will go and do their messages for them, go to the shops, go to the pharmacy, get their medicine. And it's just to let the older people in our generation or in our society to know that they're not alone.
It makes perfect sense, and I love that you say, like we do in Glasgow, you go for the messages when you go your shopping. I'll just so clear that up for everybody else. I think that's lovely.
That would be a Gaelic thing.
I know. And Brian, it is so lovely to see you, and this is a great idea. How are you doing, love?
Well, I've got the corona hair.
Yes.
Everyone's getting corona hair. She's not getting her hair cut.
I know.
It's great. It's made an effort, though.
Do you know?
You could have made an effort. That is an effort. I went to be here this morning.
It might start a new trend, Brian. Brian, how are you, love? Because we read a couple of days ago that your wee girl was not so well, but she's okay.
Yeah, Molly's fine. Yeah, she had the symptoms, and obviously, everyone was panicking, but she's fine now. I think the hardest thing about this whole situation for everyone is we kind of keep forgetting that people are getting normal sick as well. People are getting the normal flu and the normal cold. Because it's that time of the year when the seasons change and people get sick. So it is quite. As soon as you get a cough or a sneeze, obviously everybody then just panics and assumes you've got the coronavirus. But luckily for us, Molly is fine now and she's healthy, which is good.
Oh, Brian, that's a huge relief. It really is, and it's difficult, isn't it? Because it's hard for you. I mean, who are you with right now? You're not all by yourself, are you, Brian?
No, I've got Danielle here, so we're stuck in Rochdale, and then I've got Molly and Lily are both now with their mum, because Molly lives with my parents in Ireland. But when she came over, obviously that's when everything kind of happened with the lockdown, the supposed lockdown. So she's now here, so we're kind of all spread all over the place. But thankfully we've got things like FaceTime and Skype and all these things that we can all see each other every day and act as normal.
No, I think that's so important. I mean, it's lovely to have a phone call, of course it is, but there's just something about seeing their little faces. It just gives you a bit of reassurance, it really does. And Keith, who are you with? You're not by yourself, are you with the family?
No, I'm not very young. I'm home in Dublin. I'm on this song stop to the 16th of March. I managed to get home, so I'm here.
Oh, what a shame. It's kind of gone a little bit awry, but don't worry. Brian, you're still with us, and we'll get Keith back because the signal's
He's on that Irish Wi-Fi. It's no good.
Do you think that's what it is? Do you think that's what it is? Oh, for goodness sake. So look, what are you doing to keep yourself going? I mean, obviously you're a musician, you are creative. Is this making you want to write songs, or what's happening to you?
Yeah, I think, songwriting is one of my favourite things to do, and Keith and I have been touring for so long now, for the last kind of year and a half, 2 years, pretty much solid, that you don't really get any time to songwrite. So this is, in one way, it's kind of been a blessing. I think, a lot of people are looking at the negative sides of having to be at home, but I think for us, we're taking the positives out of it, like getting to spend time with your loved ones, which for us, people that travel all the time, we don't get to do that. And for me as well, just to be at home and to be able to write songs and watch TV and just have a normal life rather than being in a car or on a plane or in a hotel the whole time. It's great. And I know Keith would have told you if he was, you know, we didn't have that rubbish Wi-Fi. But like for Keith, he obviously lives in Dublin, but his work mainly is in the UK and in other places in the world. So when he gets home, he could be away for 3 weeks and he might only get home for maybe 2 or 3 nights. And he doesn't really get to spend that much quality time with his family. So since this has all happened, he's literally spent the last 2.5, 3 weeks full time at home with his whole family, and they've been playing board games and just really kind of bonding again, which is great for people that do have that kind of a job where you're away. So we're kind of looking at it as, this positive side to this as well. You're never going to get this chance again to spend this kind of quality time with your loved ones.
No, you're right. You're absolutely right, love. You really are. And you two must miss each other, because you're like brothers. You're so close, the two of you.
I do. That's kind of the first time I've seen him. We've had phone calls. That's the first time I've seen him. We've, as I said, we spent pretty much 24/7 together for the last 3.5 years. So, he's back.
He's back. Yay!
There he is.
We can see us, but we can't talk because the quality's not so good, which is a shame. But I think what you're doing is wonderful. I really do. All the proceeds going to that incredible charity. And of course, when all this
we're
is
getting
over...
old ourselves now, Lorraine. We're going to have to use age soon enough, so...
That's true.
I'm 40 next week.
Comes to us all. That'll be a strange birthday as well. You have to have a virtual birthday party and then a proper one when this is all over.
We will.
Right,
when this is all over, we'll have a proper do.
I can only imagine what that will be like. You two, take care of yourselves, take care of your families. Lovely to talk to you. Really good. Thank you so
Look
much.
after yourself.
And sorry about the bad connection there. We'll try and sort that later. Now, Keith and Brian's new single, You Needed Me, is out today, and the proceeds going to HEK.